Good evening, guys, and welcome to a new reading vlog. So it's Monday night. I've had a busy day. To start off with, I uploaded my first weekly vlog, which hopefully you have all seen by now. And then I've had a lot of team meetings. So it's been a very mixed day. I've had a lot of works. I've had a lot of lows with my work because we've had some problems. We've had a lot of team meetings. It's been a bit hectic. Now, in terms of my reading, I'm reading my secret book. If you don't know what I'm on about, check out last week's vlog. I said I'm doing a secret vlog coming out sometime in January, and I'm reading a series of books for it. This one, I am a third of the way through, or I'm a bit further now. My plan, it's just over 300 pages, so my plan is to read over 100 pages a day for 3 days. I am on the second day, so my plan is to get to just over 200 pages with this one, and it's doable. I'm on track. I think I have a bit more to go. I'm still not loving it. I said last week I was not loving this book, and, well, I said yesterday, technically, but I'm still not there. I'm still not loving it. I'm still not feeling invested in it, and I don't really know how to feel about it. I'm not loving it. I'm really sad about it because I thought this was going to be a very, very good book. I thought this was going to be a book I loved. Instead, I feel very saddened and let down because I think the writing style in this is beautiful. I think the story that is being told is beautiful. I'm just not a fan of it. Like, I'm able to see how beautiful it is, but it's not my preferred writing style and things like that. So it's making me very, you know? So I can't wait to actually talk to you guys about this book. I think I'm going to have to talk to you guys either after the fact or in a wrap-up, unless you watch my vlog. My vlog will be spoiler-filled, so it really depends on whether you have read the book to watch. But yeah, not loving this one so far. Now, in terms of my other book, if you watched last week's vlog, you will know I started Unchosen by Blair. This was an arc that is due out on the 26th of January. This was sent to me by HarperCollins, and I am really, really grateful to them for it. I started reading this book, and I was so excited to read this book. And then I kind of read more about it, and I thought, I'm not going to like this, actually. It's a sci-fi fantasy, and I thought, what possessed me to get this book? I realised it was the cover. Stunning. But I wasn't excited. Then I started, and let me tell you now, I love this. I have been reading more. My goal is to get to page 200 today, which will take me to just about halfway through. That is where the next chapter that I need to read starts, and that is where I currently am. I'm on page 140, so I have 60 pages to go until I've hit my daily goal. I think it's doable. Trust me, I am in love with this. It is not coming across as sci-fi right now, or fantasy. There's a tiny element of fantasy, but not much. And I'm not getting sci-fi at all from this. What I am getting is end of the world dystopian zombie apocalypse vibes. And it's even scarier, because the one thing, everyone says zombies are absolutely terrifying, but the one thing that would make them scarier is if they could actually think, and if they could plan. These people can. And I love this. I said it in my last week's vlog, but just in case you haven't checked that one out, this is a story about the world ending. There is a virus going around that is transmitted through eye contact. There are a group of people who have been infected, and there are a group of people who have not. Those that have not are living in a settlement, and our main character Charlotte is living in the shadow of her siblings. One of her siblings is the commander of the settlement, and her other sibling is the chosen one, the one who can save humanity from this deadly virus. When the settlement is raided, Charlotte then decides to take her sister's place and become the chosen one, because that way it will buy her sister time to actually save the world and get to safety. And Charlotte decides to take on her own destiny, knowing that it may lead to her death. And what I've just said does not do it justice. I can't wait to read this. I can't wait to give you my final thoughts. I swear if I don't like it by the end, I will break my heart. Right now, I am obsessed. Right now, this is a 5-star book. I am hooked. I can't wait to read it. And I can't even tell people about it. I can't talk to people about it because no one's read it, because it's an arc. It's not out yet. And the fact that I'm so excited about this arc makes me really excited because I just can't wait for it to be released. I am so excited. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. That's what my day has been like. Bit busy, bit of an emotional roller coaster, disasters at work, positive news, everything's going well. It is the evening now, so I'm just about to sit down and settle in and actually get some reading done of these 2 books. I don't really know what my evening plans are. I don't think I have any. So I'm just going to chill. It's going to be nice. I hope you guys are having a very nice Monday evening. Yeah, and I'll just chat to you guys a bit later on when I have something to update you on. See you soon.
Hey guys, I hope you're doing alright this morning. It is Tuesday morning, so I didn't really update you much last night because it was late and I was shattered. But in terms of reading, I said I wanted to get to page 200 of this. I instead read nothing more. I was in quite a good mood in the end, so I decided to go and watch some TV, have a nice little celebration for myself. But I came to bed and read the additional pages I had of this, which is good because I now only have about a third of the book left. So my plan is to finish this book today, which makes me very happy because I'm not loving it. So the idea of finishing it makes me happy. So plan, finish this. Probably try and listen to half of it this morning, half of it this evening. And then get a good chunk of the way through this. I'm still on page 140. So my minimum is 200. But I would like to get, if I can, I've got work today, so I don't really know. My goal was going to be 300 and just read 160 pages, but I have got work, so don't know what the likelihood of actually achieving that is. But I'll set that as a goal. I'll set 300 as a goal. But if I don't make it there, then I can't be mad. But then as soon as I finish my secret book, I'm done. I won't read anything else until I've finished this because I do want to get this read quickly. I will catch up with you guys a little later this evening. I will let you know how I'm doing with both of my books. Hopefully I will be very, very close to finishing my other book by the time I chat to you this evening. And hopefully I'll have gotten a good chunk through this. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Good evening, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I am going to be watching Stranger Things soon with Brooke and Liam, so I think I'm pretty much done for reading for the night. I wanted to get to page 300 of Unchosen. I made it to page 208. I actually ended up working a lot earlier than I thought I was going to. I thought I'd be working about 4:30. Instead, I ended up working at 2. And that went on until when I finished at 6:30. And then me and Brooke had a nice little reading session. And then I went downstairs and sat with my mum for a bit. As I'm sure you know if you watched last week's vlog, my granddad is actually ill in hospital, and that's my mum's father. So I've just been making sure to dedicate some time to sitting with her, making sure she's doing good. To the best of my knowledge, I am not working tomorrow. So I'm hoping 208 today, I could get to where the next chapter is after 300, which is page 310. And then that means I will only have about 95 pages to read the day after and finish it. So it's a good start. After that, I want to start Queen of Air and Darkness, so it's good. On with this book. I said I wanted to finish this today. Again, problems with work meant that is not possible. I could potentially finish this after I've watched my show with Brooke and Liam. It's possible I could listen to the audiobook of this and finish it off, because there's not that many pages. It's about 80, but I'm going to be real. The likelihood is it's not going to happen. So this will 100% be finished first thing tomorrow, because I don't have that long left, so I want to prioritise that and get it done tomorrow. So far, it's a decent story. It's not for me. I'm not loving it. I'm not enjoying the writing or the story. Like, I'm not enjoying my experience. But it is lovely and it is beautiful, and I will admit that to the death, because it is. I can totally see why so many people adore it. I'm not one of them, and that is a shame, and I really wish I was. But that is it for the update. I don't want to just end up repeating myself by saying the same things about books. That's why it's been a bit of scarce updates for you, to be honest. Not really much is happening in my life at the moment. Today's just been quite busy with work. I haven't been anywhere recently, so there hasn't really been much to update you on. So I'm sorry if I'm not updating you as much as you probably would like, or as much as I should, but hopefully I will do some stuff. I've got to go out tomorrow anyway. Tomorrow should hopefully be a nice day. I'm having a nice little catch up with some of my friends, so it'll be a lovely day. Alright, well, I'm done, so I will chat to you guys tomorrow, probably. See you later. Hello, guys. It is Wednesday, which means I should have checked the date first. Silly me. It is the 13th of January. It's very early in the morning, but I've just finished this book. This was a very interesting story. I have said many a time, I feel as though it was not my kind of book. I thought I was going to enjoy it, but I felt that the writing style, whilst beautiful and the story was absolutely beautiful, it just wasn't what I was loving. It's just not a story I loved, and it's a shame. Sometimes that's just how it is. But I will admit it got better towards the end. It got a lot easier to, because I listened to it via audiobook. It got a lot easier to listen to, and it became a bit more enjoyable. So overall, I can't say it was a horrible experience, because in a sense I'm really glad I read it, because now at least I can say I have. But it was just a shame that it wasn't as good for me as I would have liked it to have been. Still an excellent book. I've said it before, and I really want to drive that point home. I think it is excellently written. The story is beautiful. I can totally see why so many people would give it a 5-star, 4-star, top tier rating. It's just, for me, there was just some things that, even though I could see how great it was, I just wasn't invested in it. So I'm sad about it. I think overall, in terms of my enjoyment versus how well the book was written, I feel as though I want to give it a 2.5 star, because basing it on my acceptance that it is beautifully written, I can see why that deserves a 5 star. But based on my enjoyment, I didn't really enjoy it that much, and I'm more glad that I finished it than I am that I've been reading it. So that's obviously lower. So it seems very middle of the road. I acknowledge how stunning it was. It just wasn't for me. So a 2.5 star really fits in there. It really fits with the fact that not a book for me. I can totally see why everyone else loves it though. And I can't fault the book. I just have to say it was not for me. So I can acknowledge that. And I think a 2.5 star rating is very good. It's closer to a 2, but that's just for my personal enjoyment. But 2.5 star, and I think that's an excellent and appropriate rating based on how I've been feeling. So yeah, I'm done now with this, so I can probably move on to the next book in the vlog. But I do want to continue and get a little bit further into Unchosen today, just because I'm having a nice little catch up with my friends, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to read. I'm currently on 208. It would be lovely to get to 300 before that, or at least some point in the day if I don't know how long the call's going to last, but usually when we get talking, we don't stop talking. So I think we're going to call around about lunchtime. It's actually not as early as I thought. It's 10:30. So I could start reading this now and just see how far I get. Hopefully I'll get to about 300, but who knows.
But I'll catch up with you guys at some point today, just to give you an update on where I got to. So I'll see you guys then. Bye, guys. So I have just opened my door to a parcel. This, I know exactly what this is. It's a selection of Christmas presents that my mother bought for me that did not arrive for Christmas. We were aware they weren't coming for Christmas because it was always going to be late, but they have been taking the mickey with how late they have been delivering them. So finally they've arrived, very late, but at least they're here. So the first books to complete my collection are book 4 and 5 of the Heroes of Olympus, which are The House of Hades and The Blood of Olympus. And that is it. I have all 5 of those books now, which I am super excited for. I got book 1 for my birthday from Celeste, and then book 2 and 3 from Emily and Robbie for Christmas. And now my mum got me book 4 and 5, and I'm super excited because I love Percy Jackson. I'm desperate to do a Percy Jackson reread. And then I would love to move on to the Heroes of Olympus, because to my knowledge, it's a continuation of the Percy Jackson series, but it just follows new characters. So I'm really excited for that. Then I got a series that I've been putting off because it's not really for me. I think we all know it's not going to be a series I like, but I was just so intrigued. So I put it on my wish list because at Christmas time they was doing a box set for £15. My mum then decided to not go and buy the box set from there. But I've got the Folk of the Air trilogy. I've got The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and The Queen of Nothing. And I'm very excited to read these. A lot of people have read these. Brooke absolutely loves these.
It's raining. I don't like the rain. God's sakes.
Bloody typical. I went to the shop, I got the alcohol, I'm ready for my catch up with my friends, and they're late. Hello, I just wanted to let you all know I have just finished the book Unchosen. And I'm still torn on how to rate it because I'm finding that it was not a perfect book, but I loved every second of my read. I loved it. I loved the story. I loved the characters. I loved how it made me feel. I am able to see that it wasn't perfect. There were points where I felt I would have loved if this was an adult book as opposed to a YA, because I just think some things were not as dark as they could have been and perhaps should have been, but I loved it anyway. There were a couple of teeny tiny issues that were not really issues. I feel as though the ending was a tiny bit, not rushed, but it ended, and I was like, oh. So that was quite sad. But I loved it, so I'm still like, I still feel as though it's worthy of a 5-star read. And I've been debating like 4.5 maybe, but 5-star is exactly what sits right for me at the minute. And I keep trying to tell myself that it's okay to rate a book 5-star. Just because it's a 5-star book does not mean it has to be perfect. Like, I've always rated a 5-star as absolute perfection. There was nothing wrong with it. Or if there were things wrong with it, I didn't care because I love the book that much. And that's how I'm feeling. So I think 5-star is the way to go with this. This book is out in Kindle format on the 26th of January, but it is out in hardback in March. And I think I'm going to get myself the finished hardback edition, have it as pride position. I think this is definitely going to be a book I will reread. I love this story. It was very powerful. It was not what I would class as a sci-fi fantasy book. I don't think there was a fantasy as such. I think the closest we got to a fantasy was the fact that there was a bit of a prophecy. The closest we got to a sci-fi was the fact that it was a dystopian, which to be fair is probably like a subgenre of sci-fi. So I would class that as a fair representation. But this was definitely a dystopian book. tiny bit of horror towards the start. Not bad horror. Very, very mild horror. And then it got more YA towards the end. So it got a lot less dark, and I wanted that darkness to continue. It was so interesting. Hooked me. Couldn't handle it. But I loved this. And it in my head, even though it wasn't perfection, it was perfection. Like, it gave me perfection feels, even though it wasn't perfect. And I'm happy to admit that although it wasn't perfect, I am so happy that I read it. Now on to my next book. I've Got a Beast. This is a massive book, bigger than my head. This is huge, and I'm going to be reading Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare, which is the final book in the Dark Artifices trilogy. I have been waiting for this for a long time. 880 pages, so I'm not exactly excited about it, but I'm very excited to actually carry on and finish. I'm just scared about how big it is. But it has some absolutely stunning artwork. I'm going to have to try and find one now that doesn't spoil what's happening. It's, okay, I don't think this is too spoilery. But it's got some stunning artwork in there. I won't show you anymore, but I'm so excited to read this. It is beautiful. It's an amazing edition of this book, and I can't wait to start. I will update you. I'm going to be doing a full spoiler-filled reading vlog of this, as I have with all of my Shadowhunter books. So if you want spoiler-filled information, wait for that vlog to come out. If you want my spoiler-free thoughts, stick with me. I will chat to you then. But for now, I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, I hope you're doing okay. I have had a less than pleasant morning, so I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to leave it there. Not been a good day. I'm stressed already. But I'm going out. I've got to run some errands, so that'll be nice. Just realised I've left the one thing I'm going out for in the house, so I'll be back. But yeah, I'm doing that. Hopefully I will get some reading done when I get home. Hey guys, so as I'm sure you've just seen, I am ready to go live. I'm hosting some live reading sprints where I will be reading Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. Hoping to get a good chunk into this. I should probably find out where I read up to, because I listened to the audiobook before and I haven't updated my pages. So I'll find that out and I'll be ready to start. I'm being joined by Catherine and Siobhan. Hopefully, like I said yesterday, you guys will have been and seen what we were up to. Good evening. So I have just done my live sprints. You will have seen them in the clips. Hopefully you were there. And I read my pages of Queen of Air and Darkness. I didn't finish by that point, but I have just carried on reading and got to chapter 11, which is page 213. So I've made it to my pages and I'm really happy. I'm aiming for like 100 a day because I don't want to read too much, but I know if I don't read about 100 a day, it will take me forever to finish reading this. But for now, good night. I will chat to you guys tomorrow. Hello guys, it is Saturday morning, which is good start to the day already. An Amazon parcel just turned up in the post, but apparently my postman delivered it to my neighbour, who opened it before realising that this was not for her. So the parcel was already open, which is why I've not done an unboxing, but I ordered myself a copy of The Beckoning Shadow by Catherine Blair. Catherine Blair is the author that wrote Unchosen, which I've literally just finished this week and I'm obsessed with. But Catherine Blair is the author of that book, and The Beckoning Shadow is her debut novel. And after reading Unchosen, I had to get it. I had to have it. I had to read it. I needed to. So I've ordered it. It turns out it's a hardback, which I was not expecting.
I got this book for £7 on Amazon. And it's a hardback. It is beautiful. It's got a matte cover finish, which feels so weird, but also really good at the same time. But this is a really, really stunning cover. Look at that. I am obsessed with that cover. And the plot itself sounds interesting. It's one of them I can't really fully remember. So our main character is called Vesper, and she can summon someone's worst fear and turn it into a reality. Then she, for what, I don't really know. She finds out that there is a tournament going on, so it's a tournament game as well, which I really like. I don't know how much the tournament will feature, but I would like to believe a lot, because I love a games and tournaments kind of vibe. But the prize, if you win this tournament, is that you can change 1 point of history. And I think she wants to do that, which sounds really, really good. They battle it out for a chance to rewrite the past. And it sounds really good. It's classed as a sci-fi contemporary, which I really like the sound of. And I'm excited. I think I'm going to be reading this one very soon, because after Unchosen, I'm obsessed with this author right now. Despite the fact that that was the only book I've ever read, this is her debut, and that's all she has written so far. I'm obsessed, and I hope I love this one just as much as I loved Unchosen, because I can't wait to read more from this author. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. In addition to that, I've started a new book for my vlog. I will not be able to hold it up. I'm currently reading it. I've not read Queen of Air and Darkness yet, but I aim to read my 100 pages of that today as well. I'm not sure what Brooke's doing. She said she was in the mood to watch a bit of TV, so I've said I'm more than happy to carry on watching Once Upon a Time with her, because we are both watching that together, just kind of as and when. So I might be doing that today, so that might be nice. I'm just going to try and make this a very chilled weekend. I've had a very stressful week, and I want to try and make this quite calm and relaxing and things like that. So I'm going to be doing that, and it's going to be lovely. It's going to be a nice, fun, chilled weekend. But I will catch up with you guys a little bit later on, because I want to give you updates throughout today on the books I'm reading and how far I've gotten into them, and I'm very happy with it. So it's been a good day already.
Hey guys,
chat to you guys soon.
Another Amazon parcel's just turned up, and to be fair, a second one has. But I'm very concerned about this one, so I'm going to leave it a minute. So a second parcel's just turned up, which I am really, really excited for, because this is a book I've ordered for myself. I ordered it at the same time as I did the Beckoning Shadow. It's a book I've been wanting for ages, but it was quite pricey. It was a book I've been wanting for ages, but it was quite pricey, so I honestly just could not bring myself to do it. But I just received an Amazon gift voucher, and I decided, what the hell, now is the chance. And I bought Cut Off by Adrian Finley. It sounds really good. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it's still quite a big book. But I'm really excited to read this. This is a story about some teenagers who go on as contestants to a virtual reality game show where they're competing to win. And every time someone gets... I'm trying to remember. Basically, people end up in the wilderness, and if they want to leave, they can. They just have to tap out, and someone will come and get them, and they will be let go. But they have started tapping out, and they realise that nobody is actually coming to save them. And something's happened that will stop anyone ever coming to save them, and they have to survive by themselves in this game. It sounds really interesting. It sounds really fun. But on Amazon, I think this came to like £12.50? £13? And I thought, I can't afford to pay for that. I think this is a very much an indie author, so it's lesser known, so I completely understand why it costs more money. But I couldn't afford it, so now that I had a voucher and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take a chance. Now the second parcel. I don't know what is going on. I haven't ordered anything else for myself that I'm aware of, unless it's like a pre-order that I completely forgot existed. But I don't know what's making like that rattling noise.
and that is freaking me out. I sent some books off to Brooke yesterday. I'm sure you'll have seen in the clip. And Brooke told me that she was sending me a thank you, which annoyed me because she wanted to send me postage. I said, just don't. Okay. And she bought me something to take the mix. So it might be from her, but I don't know what it is. And it's really strange. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is definitely from Brooke. But what is making that rattling noise? I'm very scared to find out. Basically, I got Fairy Loot. And I had to, you know the tarot cards you get? I had to, minor spoilers here for the December Fairy Loot if you've not had it. I got Bryce and Hunt from Crescent City, and Brooke needed them. They're the only two she needed, and I said, well, I don't really give a damn about tarot cards, so you are more than welcome to them. So I sent them over to her, and she's now like, oh, I have to reward you, I have to give you some money to say thank you. And I'm just like, don't be stupid. So because I said don't be stupid, she went and bought me a gift. And she got me the book Someone We Know by Shari Lapina. I have read The Couple Next Door, and I really enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed the entire story, but I was a bit miffed with the ending, I think. But I was really excited to read more from the author. And I recently just put these into my wish list, so it's how sweet of her to get me these. She didn't need to, and it causes me a lot of stress that she did. In a tranquil, leafy suburb of ordinary streets, one where everyone is polite and friendly, an anonymous note has been left at some of the houses. I'm so sorry, my son has been getting into people's houses, he's broken into yours. Who is this boy, and what might he have uncovered? As whispers start to circulate, suspicion mounts. And when a missing woman is found murdered, the tension reaches breaking point. Who killed her? Who knows more than they're telling? And how far will all these very nice people go to protect their secrets? Maybe you don't know your neighbours as well as you thought you did. I like that. That sounds really good. So that was a really lovely gift. A lovely gift. It was unnecessary, but I appreciate it all the same. And bickies! That is what's making all the rattling noises. She got me some biscuits, which is really good. I love biscuits. Brooke knows I love biscuits. I always save biscuits for like brewing biscuits. I very rarely just eat biscuits alone. So that was actually amazing. Oh, this has been a great day. Brooke, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was unnecessary for you to actually send anything, but I absolutely love it and I appreciate it. And I'm so excited to read this. I'm so excited to eat the biscuits. It's a good day. It's a good day. Hey guys, I thought I would quickly just wrap up this vlog now. It is Sunday evening. I've not finished reading yet, so it feels kind of strange doing it, but I'm quite busy this evening, so I don't know if I'm going to get a chance, so I thought I'd do it now. I have read my daily pages of Queen of Air and Darkness. I am now up to chapter 18, which is page 414. I'm doing roughly 100 pages a day, so I'm over the 400 mark. That's the important thing. And I'm nearly halfway, which makes me quite happy. Like, that don't look halfway, does it? But I am. The end of this book has a short story in it. That's why it doesn't look halfway, but it is. And my thoughts on this. I've been saying all week that I've been finding this a bit slow because I feel as though so much is happening. I'm now getting a bit bored. But today I didn't use my audiobook. I've just been reading the pages. And I found it to be much more enjoyable. So I've kind of come to a decision that even though I'm not going to get through it as quick as I would have liked to, I'm going to just physically read this now as opposed to audiobook. Because although I've become much more of a fan of audiobooks, which I haven't in the past, physical reading is my preferred method, and it's how I've always done it for the Shadowhunters. So I think I'm just going to stick to physically reading it, and if it takes me a long time to get through, it takes me a long time to get through. It doesn't really matter as long as I enjoy what I'm reading. And I feel as though physically reading it today, it's a bit of a coincidence that I've enjoyed it a lot more than I have for the rest of the days where I've read it via audio. So I'm just going to go and see how that works. If I continue to enjoy it, then I know that the audiobook was kind of not so much the cause of my lack of enjoyment, but definitely a part of it.
So I'm fine with that. Still going to do my 100 pages a day. It might just take me a while. If I can't stick to the 100 pages, then I will lessen it. As long as I'm enjoying what I'm reading, I am happy. But so far, I've really enjoyed today's pages, and I'm enjoying where it's going. It's very different. So I'm not sure how I feel. I'm doing a spoiler-filled vlog, like I said, so whenever it comes up, please make sure to check it out if you have read this book. Yeah, strange book, but I'm really enjoying my time with it. Moving on very quickly to the next book I'm reading, which I've taken the dust jacket off so you won't know what the book is. This is the book I'm reading for my secret vlog. I have just made it past page 100, and if I get to, I think, 180 something, I will be halfway. And I'm really enjoying my time now. I feel as though for the first 50 pages, it was very slow. The pace was just going at its own casual pace, and I wasn't loving it. It was fine. It was like a 3-star read, but it wasn't, wow, I'm really enjoying this. And then it hit a certain plot point that happens around about the 50-page mark, and suddenly I'm just obsessed. I am hooked with it. I cannot wait to carry on. It's a lot of fun. Things have changed. We've been introduced to new characters, one of which I am obsessed with. But it's a really good story, and I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought. Like I said, I'm going to aim to get to around 180. I'm just on 104, so 80 more pages tonight. It's possible, it's doable. I'm just going to see how it goes. But if I can get halfway tonight, I'll be really happy, because I aim to finish this hopefully tomorrow. But maybe if I don't, then definitely on Tuesday, because I'm going to be starting a new book tomorrow. And I'm excited to do that. I'm going to be starting The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue with Siobhan from Siobhan Louise Reads a Lot. So I want to get this book finished before I start. So if I don't get to finish this tomorrow, but I finish on Tuesday, then I can start Addie LaRue Tuesday and hopefully catch up, because me and Siobhan are starting tomorrow. But yeah, those are the books I'm reading. Overall, I think I've had quite a positive week. It's been declining. I feel as though I haven't read much again, but I've been enjoying what I'm reading, and I'm not disappointed with how it's gone. I'm really happy with how everything's gone this week. So, I'm just going to leave it there. It's been a decent week. I hope you guys have had some good reading weeks. Let me know down in the comments if you have read anything this week. If you've finished anything, let me know what your favourite book of the week was. If you have any ideas about what my secret reading vlog is, please feel free to comment that down below, because I have had a few comments and a few messages to say, is your vlog this? Is your vlog this? And a lot of people saying, I'm very annoyed that I don't know what your vlog's about. And it's making me really laugh. So if you have any theories, please feel free to comment them down below as well. And if you've made it this far, please will you leave me a cup of tea to show that you have. Because I love knowing who actually watches these vlogs, because I know that they're very long. And I know that I have a boring life. So it's not exactly entertaining. But thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. It means so much to me. Yeah, like I said, leave me a comment. And make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye!